the cloud. If I have room, we'll try it. Okay. So I think that we are recording now. We'll see. Yes, we are. I see it. Okay. So all I did, I'm just going to start from the beginning so you'll have it. I went to campaigns and then I clicked on paid ads and then create a new campaign, social ad paid, and name the campaign and attract buyers, and we're going to do a Facebook ad. And then I just click set up campaign. So then it pops up for you to get started. And so here is where Isis, you could add that listing. So what's the address of that listing that Raquel, what you were talking about?
212 Deerfield.
One word.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so over here, it says only my listings. Go ahead and just click that drop down and change it to all listings. And then, what's the town?
It's Road, and then it's Columbus.
I don't know why it's not popping. Oh, here, no.
No.
3090, 3120.
Try 43228. Well, I mean, the zip code is 43228.
It was like what?
So Columbus, yeah, Ohio. I don't know why it's not popping up.
Well, normally the issue is that between the all listings and my listings. 212.
Guys.
Did I type that in? Do you have it, Ice? Is it coming up on your computer?
Let me see if it's coming up on mine. You there, Ice?
I don't know why it's not coming up.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
There shouldn't be that many 212 Deerfields.
Right. And I posted it last night, so it would have populated through the systems. I don't know how long it takes to, get over here.
I don't either. But anyway, we're not, just so that you know, for time's sake, if you, let me find, I'm just going to pull this house right here. I know it's not the house, but it should pop up. So I don't know why it hasn't syndicated or what's going on. I know yesterday they did a lot of updates and the way the leads came through completely changed. So I don't know what they're doing with the system right now. So it could be that, it could be a syndication issue. I'm not sure. But you would hit select and then all of the pictures are going to pop up. So you could choose one from there. You can go back in here. I don't want to change the listing. I just want to, oh, that may not have had multiple pictures with that listing. Anyway, here, let me do mine that I just listed. 1, 2, 3.
Huh.
And I'm just going to switch this again over to all my listings. Okay, so this is the one that I just put on. So
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not updated, but that's normally what it's supposed to do. Like if you type in the address, it should, and you, for whatever reason, I always have to switch that over to all listings, but it should pop up.
So if it's not there, then we cannot create an ad, right?
Well, not with that, not this way, but how I said, if you just have a picture of the front of the house, like if you have some pictures, you can upload your own. So let's just say I can change this. Maybe I don't want to have a listing at all. Attract, save. Let me go down here and see if I can. I don't know why it's not going to let me delete the listing now. Yeah, something's going on with, of course it would when we're doing this, right? Normally, you can delete that listing. How this picture just popped up, you can go in and select different pictures from the listing. And I really wanted to, we can. I'm ahead of myself. So we're just going to pick that for now. we're going to move down here to add text, and you click on configure. So it's pulled it directly from the MLS. You get a preview of what the ad looks like over here. Just keep in mind, once the ad goes active, you're not going to be able to see it. So you can't go back in and check it out. I'm hoping that's something that they change in the future. It's just not something that we can do right now. So when you see that, it's way too much text, like way too much. So generally I do something like super quick. I would probably just get rid of all of this. And to start stunning and maybe put like a sun or shiny or blingy or whatever, I always do emojis. They're annoying, but they get attention. So I do them. It's just keep in mind, it's a social media platform. We're not at the country club or anything like that. So, and then I would probably do like a little sunglasses guy or something, whatever. We'll just do a house for now. And that way you see what it looks like here. So you'll get a preview of exactly what it's going to look like on Facebook. So like when I see that, I'm like, oh, that's a space. I want to kind of get rid of that a little bit. And you could add whatever, but just, I generally do all caps there. It just looks better. So then for your headline, this may be Columbus Beauty or what have you, or Columbus Living, something like that. But just know that's going to be your title that's popping up down here. And I don't know why my computer, there we go. Oh, well, you know what I mean. It's a picture. So you want something very, very short there because that's going to be your title. And then the description can be whatever you'd like for it to be. If it's something like a big yard or it has a pool, or if there's one great feature about it, that's generally what I would put there. So for now, I'm just going to put something and I'm going to save it. Then when you go down to configure ad media, this is where you can change up your pictures. So see how this hasn't changed to the listing? Oh, well, here it is. So this is my listing. I don't know what this junk is over here. So here's what we'll do. Just go on the little dots, delete it, and then you select whatever pictures you want to select. So I would just go in, I would pick like, you can pick up to 5 images. So I just want to give you an idea when you click on it and you click preview and crop. This is generally, right here is where you can change the size. This is generally the one that I always use for social media. Obviously, if you're going to do Instagram, you would want it to be the square because that's going to be better placement. So just keep in mind what you're doing with your pictures. So for Facebook, I always do the wide. And like I want to make sure I show the can lighting and all that. So ICE, I'm not sure how many realtors you work with, but we're a little psycho about the pictures and how it all looks. So, and I
It's
spend
all me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do. I spend a whole lot of money on this. This is where I normally dump all my marketing dollars, and I want it to look good. So that gives you a preview of the picture. You'll be able to choose here in a little bit if you would like for your logo to be in the bottom right or the bottom left. I generally just leave it in the bottom right. And then you can add several more pictures. So if you add more pictures, that will not create a carousel ad. What it will do is, let's just say we choose 3 pictures. All 3 of those are going to go out as separate ads, and the one that gets the most attention, it will move to the front, and the other 2 will get killed off, and all the money will go to the one that's getting clicked on the most. So they want to make sure that you are getting the absolute most bang for your buck. So I suggest 3 pictures. I've had people that'll say, I do 5 or 6. I think it dilutes it too much. I think that I've had really good luck with, and sometimes if it's just a great picture, I'll just do 1, but I try to always do 2 or 3 pictures. Then here is where you upload your logo, and that's what's going to go down here in the bottom right. And that one, I should have that as my office logo, but anyway, that's the Keller Williams logo, but that's where you put your Capital Partners logo. And here's where you can switch it to left or right. This ownership statement is just something that each individual office is owned and operated. If you wanted to put that up there, you can.
You aren't required to do that?
I don't think that it's required.
Okay.
So I can ask Lori to see if it's required in Columbus. They just put that on there because it is required, or in Ohio, it is required in some states. It's not required in Kentucky. So then I'm going to come down here, and this is the most critical piece of the ad. This is where you configure the actual ad and the content. And so this is my account. This is my command that I've logged into. So Raquel, yours will say Raquel Luttaway. And then when you select your page, this is whatever page you want to, whatever Facebook page this ad is going to be tied to. So when we do ads for the ALC, we select Capital Partners because that's what shows up here. So even though it's running through my account, I have a Capital Partners credit card on file and I have my credit card on file. So when it runs through my Facebook page, it comes out of my card. When it comes out of the Capital Partners Facebook page, it comes out of that card, if that makes sense. I don't want my picture on leads that you all are trying to get. So when I do that for the ALC, I use this. When I'm doing it for myself, I use my own logo with my face. Now, I would suggest, Raquel, that you do your face and not your logo. So you can put your logo, you could add that like as a separate picture. You could superimpose it on the picture. So you know how you can like go into a publisher or a different system and you could take this picture of the kitchen and put your team logo, you know, right here on this side of the picture. Then when you upload the picture, your logo is seen and your Keller Williams logo is still there if you want to. I'm suggesting this, and I'll show you why in a minute, because impressions matter as much as clicks. So you're going to attach that to your Facebook page, which when you go in and set up your profile, it literally walks you right through how to do all of that. And I'll show you where that is when we get finished with this. Make sure, Isis, when you get to this point on the destination, that you always click Use Facebook Lead Generation Form. A lot of agents will click this because they want to run people back to their website. What the Facebook Lead Generation Form is you know how generally when you're on a website and you'll click through a couple of pages and then a capture form will pop up and it'll say, enter in your email for a coupon, or to see more, and you know, fill out this information. That's how most lead capturing systems work. We actually have a partnership with Facebook. So Facebook has provided us, once they click on 2 clicks of this picture, right? So they would click on this ad and then click on something else. We get whatever phone number, email, name is attached to their Facebook account. So no one ever has to like type in the name. Okay.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, you automatically get, so you don't get any
Donald Duck.
Jojo Monkey, Donald Duck, right? Yeah, you don't get that.
Yeah.
It's all real stuff. So that's why you want to make sure you leave it here on Facebook Lead Generation Form. The call to action label, I always leave it on more. The other 2 options, sign up and apply, just whatever, I'll leave it on learn more. So your follow-up destination URL, that's going to be your website. You don't want to just type in your website. I'm going to come up here and show you. So my website is kimsellskentucky.com. And so when you go to my website, see how it changed to kimsells.kw.com?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to highlight and copy and paste. Wait, my screen share video's up there and I can't get to my tab. Okay. And that's what's going to go in here. And then you'll have to delete this extra HTTPS. I don't know why, but you do. So if I had just put kimsellskentucky.com in there, it would not route properly. So just be mindful that you need to go to a new tab, open up your email address that you have attached to your KW account, and that's what you're going to attach as the destination URL. So then for ad targeting, we always want to do custom. I rarely go out past 20 miles. I leave it there. So let's just say if we're doing, I'm just going to do for Lexington, Kentucky, because that's where I am. You would obviously do Columbus, Ohio, or if the listing was in Worthington or wherever the listing is, that's the town you want to do, and then make it go out from there. So we're going to click on add or change interests. And I'm going to type in, I always start with the big dogs. So I go with Zillow first. And as soon as you check that box, that's been added. So then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do homes.com. And
So
then
what does this mean?
So what this means is anyone that has been searching Zillow.com, Realtor.com. So for instance, I'm going to select Realtor.com, and it's going to tell me 4,031,000 people have expressed an interest in that page.
Okay.
So what this is, so you know how earlier when I said when you do an ad, you won't see it?
Mhm.
I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw one of my own ads, and I was like, well, something's wrong. I'm not supposed to see my own ad. I don't want to be paying my, taking my money. And then I realized I've been looking on Realtor.com for houses. So this is that's how it's pulling your audience. So it's not going to just go out to random people. It's actually targeting people that have been on websites looking at houses.
Okay.
So I do Realtor.com, Trulia, Zillow, and Homes.com. Those are the 4 that I always do.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do mortgage, just type in mortgage. And calculator, lender. So I'll do loans, calculator, and broker. And sometimes I don't even do broker. Most of the time I just do these top 2. And that's it. I don't do any more after that. I save my selection. And it's going to show me right here what all I have. And I've done Zillow, Homes, Realtor. I didn't do Trulia, but normally I do Trulia. And then I do mortgage, loans, calculator, and that's it. That is your piece that makes sure that you get people that are actually looking for houses. So
Okay.
This is where I tell people more ads is better, simply because these people aren't going to be like, when you buy leads from Zillow, they're generally, 30, 60 days out. These people may be 90 days, 180 days out. But the idea here is you get these leads, they go into your command, and you immediately start to nurture them.
Mm-hmm.
So keep in mind that this is like what I tell the lady that's helping me with my business right now. I tell her, like, this is our Christmas money, right? Like, think of this as months down the road. This is not, I mean, we've gotten lucky, and we've been able to pick up 2 clients so far from what we've done. So then you choose your duration and budget. So I generally follow 6 and 5. Some people do 7 and 5. Those are just the 2 numbers that we normally go by in the world of people that are talking about this and masterminding around it. And it's either 5 days at $7 a day or 7 days at $5 a day. I prefer to do $6 a day. So I almost always do.
You just like to be different.
I do. I've had tremendous luck out of it. So I'm not messing with the system. Every now and then Shane will be like, let's try this. And I'm like, no, we're getting a lot of leads, so we're not going to mess it up. So we do $5 a day for 6 days. So keep in mind, if I did it today, like if I want this ad to run tomorrow, I have to do it today. Facebook requires 24 hours to approve it. Mm-hmm. So just keep in mind, you need to do these ahead of time for listings because you're going to want to get them out and going sooner. So if I said that I wanted, so like you can see that had auto-populated to Friday because it won't do anything today. So if I just wanted to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, I did 2 weeks. Another thing is when you're looking at the calendar, I always like for my ad to run over a full weekend because that's when I get more clicks. It just happens. Even in the pandemic, that's how it's been. So I like to, if I were here, I would make the ad on Wednesday. I would run it, Thursday through Monday. Or if I were doing an ad earlier in the week, I probably wouldn't start it until Wednesday or Thursday. So it would run all the way through the weekend. So just keep in mind, whatever time length you do, you want to make sure you have a weekend in there. Some people run them for 7 days or 8 days and they run it through 2 weekends. So it's completely up to you, whatever you want to do. And so then once you have selected all that, then you save your duration and your budget. And then you just click on publish campaign. And so this is where I was telling you, Raquel, that it's saying your campaign is scheduled to run for 7 days at $30. Please select your payment method. So it'll, whichever one you want. And this is just the one that's my card. So that's what I always have it set to. And then and if you don't have it on there, you just click add new and you'll add your card in, and then you just create campaign. And you'll just need to wait. Facebook will notify you when they come in. And I am going to take you back because I want to show you this. I'm going to leave that. But it sounds like a lot. I promise you, once you start doing it, it's super easy. But I wanted to show you these leads. Hold on, let me show you my paid ads. So if we go back here and look at, let's just take this one that's active right now. And this is where I was saying, put your picture on it. I've spent $10 if you're looking at the click ratio. And this is like the first one, the first layer. 1,472 people have seen that ad. So I don't really care. Like, I wouldn't care if I spent $30 and nobody saw it. I mean, nobody clicked on it. Like, I didn't get an actual lead, because I know 1,472 people saw my face attached to a listing. So on average, and I always, well, this was a higher price point. This one was like 600,000. So I spent a little more on that one. So you can see how the leads were more expensive because there weren't as many people in that price point. But here, my $30 spends, 32 leads, $30 spend, 25 leads. But look at the impressions, 37, 39, 39. So this is important to me because I'm mostly in Columbus. You know, I'm not always in Lexington. And I mean, I've had people that knew I had moved, and these ads start running, and I'll have people text me and say, oh my gosh, are you in town? They just see the ads.
Right.
So I know they're powerful. I mean, I've had people that never clicked on this, they didn't come through here, that have texted me and asked, and I know it's because they saw this.
Gotcha.
So what, I know there's a lot. Oh, real quick, let me show you. If you go into contacts, and you want to just filter it. So I'm just going to click filter, and you come over here and click by leads only and apply. It's going to show all the leads that have come through. And so I think so far I have three $30 ads and one $50 ad. So $140. And we have 2 people we're showing houses to. So one's in the 200 range, one's in the 300 range. So money well spent.
Right.
You know, well spent. But what I was saying is if you click on the lead, it shows you, this is why you want to put the address.
Okay.
I mean, whatever you want. That's why I put the address, so that I always know where that came from. So whatever the name of your ad is, that's where it's going to be. So you may do an ad like on a client event or something. And then you just would want to name it client event so that you know where it came from.
Okay. Nice.
How many hundreds of questions do you have?
No, that was actually, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, it
think we
really
can do
is.
that.
And then here, if you look at my phone, I should have, yep, I do. So it'll come through as, can you see that lead notification from Kelly?
Uh-huh.
And so it will just, or no, those are Facebook things, sorry. Anyway, shiz, sorry. It comes through on your phone. There you go. As a Kelly lead notification. So
Okay.
you just click on that. It's going to take you right into command. I don't know how to do that so you can see it. And it pops up and shows you. So like this is an ad. This is one that came in just like an hour ago, and I didn't see it because I've been on the phone. But they're always there. And then when it pops up, it gives their name, their email address, their phone number. So far, out of all of those leads we've gotten, we don't have anybody that we didn't get all of this information on.
Okay.
And then I will text you. This is the text that we send out to people when we get it, when we get a lead. Because keep in mind, they haven't filled anything out. So they have no idea why you're reaching out to them.
Right.
So they're like, I didn't fill anything out. So at first we were calling them and they were kind of like, who are you and how did you get my number? So now we just send them this text message, just to let them know, hey, if you want to take a look at the house, or if there's you want our app to search, whatever. I'll send it to you so you'll have it.
Okay.
But it's really nice. So everything gets connected. So ISIS, the most important part is on the front end, making sure, which I know everything else is running. So I know all of her stuff is already set up. It has to be, or everything else wouldn't be running like it is. So just making sure her Facebook account is attached to everything. So your Facebook, and it's both of them. So when you go up here into settings, oh, wait, that's my notifications. Sorry. When you go into settings, my little Zoom bar is at the top, and it's covering my stuff and I can't see. So you have this one that's your Facebook post scheduling. And then when you scroll down, there's another one, Facebook Ads Manager. You want to make sure both of those are connected. Is that all good? And if you ever have any problems, just
you went to settings.
Yeah, right. That where your name is, just click on that little arrow beside your name.
Okay.
And click on settings.
It's connected. Yeah, they're both connected.
Perfect. So then you're good to go.
Okay.
But like I had to go in and change my profile picture on my Facebook page, and all those little things that once you start putting the ad together and you see what it looks like, then you're like, okay, wait a minute, I want this to look different, or I want that to look different.
But you don't run this through your personal Facebook page, do you?
Yes.
You do?
No. Oh, no, I don't. It has
Okay.
to go through a business.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, it has to go through a business account. That's
Okay.
the ads manager part.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank
Just
you.
a little helpful.
Yes. Yeah, because I didn't know how to do that.
Good.
So,
Well, it's super easy. I promise. It sounds like it's a ton of steps, but it really does just like lead you step by step into what to do.
yeah.
And if you get in there and get lost, just call me or text me. I'll help you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. Go make yourself some money.
We'll try. All right. Thanks, Kim.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome. Bye,
All right.
ladies.
Bye.